Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Quick heads up. Sorry if you can hear stuff in the background. There are some construction people cutting down some trees in our neighborhood, so it might get a little loud. I do apologize for that in advance. But today we're gonna do another fighter simulation, and this one's kind of interesting because it's actually gonna be between two of my career career fighters that I've used. So. As you can see, we're going to do middleweight division. It's going to be ultimate difficulty and energy set to simulation. And the two created characters that I'm going to put against each other are going to be Chuck Norris. Hold on. Gotta wait for the load. Sometimes it takes a little while for the creative fighters to be loaded. But we're going to use Chuck Norris and Yuri Boyka. So I'll kind of get this squared away real quick. Oh, there we go. And I'll kind of put the stats right next to each other. So, as you can imagine, man, they're both going to be like really well. Boyka's more well-rounded. He's supposed to be the most complete fighter in the world, right? But Chuck Norris is actually much faster. Boyka has a strength and cardio advantage. Their kicks are pretty close. Chuck Norris actually has better kicks than Boyka. Their defense, they can both defend against kicks pretty well. And honestly, man, it's going to be interesting because, Chuck Norris has pretty good takedown defense. But Yuri, man, if he gets Chuck Norris on the ground, it could cause trouble, especially if Yuri decides he wants to go for a submission. But yeah, these are the only two characters across all the career modes I've done, both on this channel and in my spare time. These are the only two characters that have won a title in 3 UFC divisions. So, let's see what we can do, man.
Drago, making his way to the octagon, the UFC Hall of Fame veteran.
He's trained extensively in Muay Thai, and he loves to use those vicious leg kicks to chip away at his opponents. He's got great knees, especially in the clinch, and he's good at mixing up his attacks to create openings for those big power shots.
Drago, ready to go and show once again why he's one of the greatest of all time. Cowboy, set to enter the octagon, the UFC Hall of Famer.
This guy can really impose his will in a fight, Mike. He's constantly pushing forward, putting pressure on you. He'll grind you up against the cage, pepper you with shots, come at you with relentless ground and pound. He just keeps bringing the attack the whole time he's in there.
Cowboy, fired up and ready to show why he is among the best ever. Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Zenergy, powered by Zions, the official energy drink of the UFC. Once again, with our official introductions for this battle, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
And now, 5 rounds for the UFC Middleweight Championship of the World.
Introducing first.
Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai fighter. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of St. Petersburg, Russia. This man is a former welterweight champion of Pride. He is the former UFC middleweight and welterweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the current UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, presenting the legendary UFC Hall of Fame Octagon Warrior, Drago. And now, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a striker. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Dallas, Texas. This man is a former welterweight champion of Pride. He is the former UFC light heavyweight and middleweight champion. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the current UFC welterweight champion of the world, presenting the legendary UFC Hall of Fame Octagon Warrior, Cowboy. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Dan Murgliata.
All right, guys, this is for the UFC Championship. I want a nice, clean fight. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, come on out fighting. Back to your corners.
I'm Mike Goldberg alongside Joe Rogan. We are set to get things started.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Drago, Cowboy. Round one.
All right, here we go.
Underway.
They touch gloves and we are off.
Oh, nice counter left hook right there.
Oh, that karate straight from Chuck
Nice
Norris.
shots.
It'll be really interesting to see how they strike against each other,
Fast
man.
hands, good battle inside.
And, you know, Chuck Norris is more of a sprawl and brawl kind of guy. But they do have similar techniques as far as their kicks.
Left.
Oh.
Cowboy is cut open here. And good right hand
I mean, they're
counter.
both so fast on the feet, man. Especially Chuck. Chuck just needs to make sure that this fight doesn't get to the ground.
Nice counter.
I mean,
right
he
hand.
has decent
He's got the
defense.
clinch.
But, you know, Yuri, he's probably going to look to take over in the later rounds because he has much better cardio. But, yeah, Chuck just has to avoid the ground game. That's his best chance at victory. And, but my God, he is really cut up, man. Yuri is, like, really cut him up pretty bad. This is what Yuri wants to do, man. He wants to implement his game plan, his overall well-rounded game. And already he has Chuck Norris backing up, man.
And he answers. Nice
Chuck
leg
Norris
kick.
doesn't really back up against many, if anyone.
He's got the clinch.
Oh, this is bad for Chuck. He is slowing down already, and it's the first round.
Nice left and a right.
This is bad, man. Ooh, spinning kick. Oh, Yuri. This is Yuri's fight, man. Oh, my God. Keep in mind, Chuck Norris was a former middleweight and light heavyweight champion. And, like, even though both these guys started off their careers at middleweight, I mean, Yuri's had more time going against, like, much bigger guys, you know?
Under a minute remains. The clinch.
I don't think Chuck Norris moved up into light heavyweight until, like, later in his career. And, you know, Yuri, he did move down to welterweight and then eventually back up to middleweight and then light heavyweight. But,
He's got a clinch.
you know, he's just bullying Chuck Norris right now. He's pretty much doing everything he wants. Oh, man.
And that's the end of round one.
I'm not sure what the game plan was in
Dude,
that round.
Chuck
It
Norris's
seems like
eye
they were
is
still in the
bad
feeling out
right now.
process.
A good mix of stand
That blood? That's not Yuri's blood.
Nothing for the highlight reel.
Well, except the blood coming from his nose. That one's his, but everything else, man. Oh my God, his eye. Chuck has to be careful, man. The doctor might come in and look at that.
All right, let's go to the replay, Mike.
Yeah, that
Here's
was what that's what caused the
that
cut.
landed clean.
Boom. Intercepted him
And
with
this
that
was
karate straight,
nice
though.
counter. Just perfect movement here.
Hmm.
And here's an example of perfect timing to intercept that incoming attack with a counter.
You know, Yuri is kind of like John Jones in the sense that he will fight you at your own game and try to beat you at your strongest area just to prove a point. Now, granted, it didn't work out for him very well in the second Undisputed movie against George Chambers, but, you know, so far, he's having his way against Chuck Norris. Oh my, like, Yuri hasn't even really looked for a takedown, a traditional takedown yet, I don't think. He has implemented the clinch, though.
Countering and scoring
Oh,
big time.
nice counter by Chuck. Nice.
Combination, left, right.
They both have that lead side kick to the head.
Both guys staying in tight.
Okay, that's a good combination from Chuck Norris. Chuck still has power, man. He can hurt Yuri if given the opportunity. Oh man.
They clinch.
Big right hand.
Yeah, I might have to do like a tournament of career fighters that I've used, man.
He's really
We'll have to see.
those short punches inside, Mike.
I might have to see if I can do it like in Pride too, to be honest. Oh, did Chuck Norris or did Yuri really try to pull guard? Interesting.
Answered by a big body shot.
All right, Chuck Norris he has cut Yuri open as well.
He's got the clinch.
Man, I'd still say that Yuri has the cardio advantage, man. I mean, his endurance is insane.
What an exchange here.
I thought the striking was going to be much more competitive, to be honest.
Drago is bleeding here too, Joe.
I mean, I expected it to be super technical, but honestly, it seems like Yuri's the one that's doing most of the damage.
45 seconds remains.
Ooh, good catch. Okay, there's a takedown. Oh, yeah, this is not where Chuck wants to be. Yuri's ground and pound is lethal. Oh, right as I said it.
Wow, that right hand.
He might finish him here.
He got tagged
Oh.
there, but it looks like he's recovered.
Is he going to continue to go for ground and pound? Perhaps a submission?
Joe, the crowd favorite is Cowboy.
Whew.
2 rounds in the books. 3 rounds to go.
Chuck
In
Norris
this
is in a
UFC
real
title
tough
fight.
state right now,
They
man.
really mixed it up in that round, Joe.
Yeah, both these guys are very well-rounded, and they had a chance to show it in there.
I want you kneeing or dig into the body, okay? Keep him busy.
Whew.
Find those punches, hey, and find the knees right after. Get to the body some too, okay?
You don't get the takedown, you're going back to the strikes. You're looking perfect.
And look, you gotta run him down. Just pull his
Yeah, I would say Yuri's up 2 rounds to nothing right now.
Let's take a look at the replay of some of the action
Big
here, Mike.
second
Here
round.
We see a huge shot
Almost had him
landing
out
on
of
the
there.
ground. A lot of versatility being shown in that round, Mike.
your fight. You better take him down.
Let's see if Chuck Norris can make the necessary
The
adjustments.
beautiful Brittany gets us set for round 3.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay, looks like Chuck Norris has finally got his second win.
And we are set for
Let's
the
see if he can
start of round
capitalize.
3. This is a championship fight.
Yuri
so it is
coming,
scheduled for
running
5
out of his corner to start the 3rd round. Good idea for Chuck to kind of work the body, I would think. I mean, you know, another thing to note, these guys are pretty much the exact same, right? They're both 5'10". They have an identical 72-inch reach. They will switch stances from time to time.
They're going to close it up again, right to the clinch.
Yuri just has
Up
them
against the
has
fence
such a
here.
big advantage in the clinch, man. Oh, he rocked him.
Kick to the head.
Oh,
big right
oh, this
hand
could
is
be it.
down.
This could be it. Is he gonna go for ground and pound? He is. It's over.
The TKO. Great ground and pound in the
Man,
finish.
what domination by Yuri. You thought it'd be close on the feet, but it seemed like Yuri, even in his stand-up, was in a league of his own.
Here we see it one more time.
With this brutal ground and pound. Oh, Chuck Norris had no way to survive this.
Look at it from this angle.
And Yuri just proves, man, he just shows once again why he is one of the most well-rounded and dangerous fighters in the world today.
Here's Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 36 seconds of the 3rd round. Declaring the winner by TKO, and now, the new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Drago.
Drago is the new UFC champion.
And Yuri retains a belt that he never lost. How about that? Yeah, I thought that fight was going to be much more competitive on the feet. Interesting enough, it was actually Chuck Norris that had more cardio by the end of the fight. Interesting enough. I mean, Yuri was able to be much more active with his strikes. Yeah, I really thought he would implement more takedowns, considering he's like an MMA style guy. I didn't expect Chuck Norris to shoot any, considering he's more of a sprawl and brawl kind of guy. But yeah, that's the advantage of being really well rounded, you know. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Kind of a shorter video, but hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. If you did enjoy it, consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Helps me out tremendously. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.